shit black people do is I think I've never seen a race of people pray as much as black people. Jesus Christ, you guys pray a lot. I mean, every time you guys eat, just eat. You ain't got to bless everything. Saw a brother blessing her grilled cheese one day. It's a grilled cheese, brother. Just eat it. Ain't like you ain't get to heaven because you ain't blessed that grilled cheese back in 2009. Just eat it. You know, I ain't blessing everything. If I ain't tried it yet, I damn straight ain't blessed it. I'll pray when I'm done eating, you know. Thank you, Jesus. That was delicious. Brother, I love it when brothers say blessed, and I love that shit, because brothers say blessed when it's not supposed to be said, you know. I saw one dude one time, I was like, he was at a nightclub, he's at the bar getting some drinks, like, what's up, man? Hey, Gary, just blessed, trying to get these hoes. That don't go together.
Education in California is going through the roof. My son go to private school. You know how much it costs a year? $25,000 a year. $25,000. And he don't want me to help him with his homework. He'd rather wait for mommy to come home, because he don't think I know anything about math. I said, look, I paid $25,000 for your damn education. Give me the problem. What's the problem? What is the problem? He said, okay, Daddy, since you so smart, what is an obtuse angle? Well, since I'm so mad, let's just wait till mommy get home.
Flavor is a role model. He made me leave my woman, because if Flavor can get 5 women left, it's time for me to get a better woman. It's hard, but he had some fine women. That made me hard to be with the woman I was with. I just looked over her and said, it's time for me to do better.
Tell me to watch it, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I went to the store and never came back. She called me.
Daddy?
Huh? You already grown up talking about you got 3 kids. I got 2 of them. One of them don't look like me, though. No, I was going to get a blood test, but the doctor said $2,500. I was like, whew, I'll wait till he fall down and cut himself.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the one and only Virginia Beach Funny Bone. How's everybody feeling tonight? Okay, we only have a few rules here this evening. Please turn all cell phones to the off or vibrate position. There's no texting in the showroom. There's absolutely no photography of any kind. We also ask out of respect for our performing comics and other guests that you please keep your table talk to a minimum, and of course your laughter to an all-out maximum. Now with all of that out of the way, are you ready to have a good time tonight? Come on, you guys can do better than that. If you're ready to have a good time, let me hear it. All right. Your headliner for this evening is a winner of Comedy Central's Next Up competition. He's recently back from entertaining the troops in Afghanistan, Rob Mayer. Your feature act this evening is the graduates of the Funny Bone Comedy School. Your host is Justin King. Now making their way to the stage, the Funny Bone Comedy School instructor who's performed at the Apollo Theater and Hollywood Improv, Tim Lulis.
All right, welcome to the Funny Bone Comedy School's Summer 2014 graduation show. Come on, give it up for him. Thank you guys so much on behalf of the graduates. I know they are very appreciative that you guys have come out here to support them tonight. Doing stand-up comedy, as a lot of you guys know, is not easy. In fact, I believe they say public speaking is the number one thing that gets on the people. It's just the most fearful occupation to do is public speaking. So to not only do that, but to get up here and make people laugh is even more difficult. So before we get going, give them a big round of applause for making it. And the nerves get to you so much, I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times we start with quite a few students and they don't always make it to the graduation show. So for the fact that they made it here is something special. And during the 8-week course, what we do, we meet on Saturdays at 1 o'clock. And during those 8 weeks, what we do is we teach them how to write a joke, how to deliver a joke, how to build a set, also how to do that set within a lot of time frame, as well as stage presence. We also have something that you guys may have seen featured on Wavy TV 10 Nightly News, which is called our Hell Week, which is something that no class that I'm aware of in the whole country does. What we actually do is we get local improv and stand-up comics in here, and even actors, and we act out club scenarios where they get heckled, junk bachelorette parties, all types of things, fights, but we're not gonna see none of that tonight, right? All right, there's no need to heckle, seriously. There's no need to heckle. Keep in mind you're not up here, all right, number one. Number two, if you were that funny, you would be up here. All right? So just keep that in mind for these guys. Their nerves are on edge. So please, welcome. And these are jokes that a lot of these big national acts that you see come through here through the Funny Bone and the big arenas, they don't even write their own jokes. They have a staff for that. So these guys, these are their own jokes that they wrote, cultivated, and are bringing to you guys tonight. So again, let's give them a big round of applause. Also, make sure that you add on your Facebook, Funny Bone Comedy School. If you type Funny Bone one word in the search bar, you'll see it pop up. We're almost at 5,000 friends, so get on there so you keep update for all the classes coming, in the future. Our next one starts in October, so if you got any family or friends that think they could do this, by all means, direct them to the Facebook. The first class is always free, so they can come out and hear about what the class is before they even enroll. So, all right, and also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got a headliner that is a very hilarious comedian. Travels all around the country. As you heard from the sound guy, he just recently come back from Afghanistan for performing for the troops. He won the Comedy Central's Up Next competition. Rob Mayer's here. Give him a big round of applause. We also have some former students on the show, some alumni of the comedy school here at the Funny Bone. We have a guest set by the name of Chaz Hartley. He was in the last year. Give him a big round of applause. And once we get done, everybody, we're going to bring the students back up. We're going to give them the diplomas after the headliner. And, we're going to have a good time tonight. You guys ready? All right. Well, what I'm going to do right now is a lot of times what we do is we let a lot of former students MC the graduation show. This last guy, this MC I'm bringing to the stage right now, he was in the last class we had in the spring, which is always our biggest class. And he was definitely one of the standouts. You guys are going to enjoy him. Everybody welcome. Oh, by the way, he's also a two-time winner of the Funny Bones Clash of the Comics. Here, give him up for that. Give him up for that. All right, everybody, welcome to the stage, Justin King.
Funny Bone, how's everybody feeling tonight? Thank you guys for coming out, supporting live, local comedy. How many of you are out here supporting friends and family? Give it up for them real quick, because like Tim said, it's not easy being up here. Real quick, just a few things before we get into this. Just silence your cell phones, keep the laughter to a maximum, table talk to a minimum. We're gonna have a really good time tonight. All right, so I'm standing up here. I see you guys looking at me, and I know what I look like. And the answer is no, I'm not gay. And I feel like I say that way more often than your average person. You see, I work in Ghent. And for those of you who don't know, some of you do, but for those of you who don't, Ghent has a huge population of homosexuals in it. Like, I don't get hit on by girls, y'all. It's just old gay men. That's my demographic. I often find myself apologizing for the way I was born, saying things like, I can't help the way God made me. There's no camp you can send me to that's gonna change that. But sometimes I wish I was gay, because let me tell you guys, my life would be much more luxurious if I just knew how to give a blowjob. I've turned down vacations. I've turned down Maytag washer-dryer combos. I've even turned down Ellen DeGeneres marathons, and I love Ellen. But just so we're clear, my self-esteem isn't beyond the free drinks, and my substance abuse certainly isn't above the other free drinks. And just so everybody knows, I'm not up here, I'm not gay bashing. I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea, because God knows I support gay rights. Because some of my best friends growing up, my very best friends, joined fraternities. A little bit about myself. I'm an underprivileged kid. I had to grow up on a public golf course. It's rough out there. Like, when I was 16, all I wanted to do was smoke pot, throw frisbees, and talk to girls. But times change. You get older, you mature. And now that I'm 27, I just want to smoke pot, throw frisbees, and talk to girls. Let's see. I still live at home. I like to tell people that's by choice, but that's a lie. I live with my dad and my grandmother. My dad is just an old hippie that wanted to change the world with sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And the drugs damn near killed him. The rock and roll made him deaf. And the only thing the sex ever got him was me. And then there's my grandmother. She's 86 years old. She remembers where she was on Pearl Harbor, where she was on 9/11, and she also never remembers my name. I'm serious, you guys. She's been calling me Jeremy for 27 years. I still love her, though. I take her to doctor's appointments, grocery shopping. Like, just a few months ago, I took her to get a hearing aid. And at these appointments, there's always a lot of questionnaires to fill out, so I'll read the question to her and write down her answer. And we came across this question. Are you having trouble hearing your spouse? And she looks me dead in the eye and says, no, he's dead. I miss you, Grandpa. And it's funny still living at home being my age, because when you're 18 and trying to leave home, parents often get empty nest syndrome. But let me tell you guys, when you're pushing 30 and won't leave home, they get tired of your bullshit pipe dream syndrome. My girlfriend's recently changed her diet. She's recently gone vegan, which means I've recently gone single. For those of you who don't know what vegan is, it's beyond vegetarian. It's no meat and no dairy. And when you can't eat any of that, you pretty much replace everything with soy products. Soy milk, soybean, soy other stuff. And what a lot of people don't know is that soy is loaded with estrogen. Loaded with estrogen. So eating healthy literally turns you into a bitch. I don't really get into politics, but just the other day I heard this politician say on the news, he wants to start a new war right here in America. He wants to wage a war on pornography. And if you're like me, you're thinking, finally, someone's tackling the real issues in this country. Because God knows, I've been fighting that war by myself since I was 14 years old, basically one-handed. I'm not a religious man, but the one thing I always give God credit for is when I get extra nuggets and waffle fries inside my Chick-fil-A bag. But let me tell you real quick, the people I can't stand, any atheists here tonight? I hate you guys. Atheists are the worst people to have as friends because no matter what you do, they never believe in you. Thank you for laughing at that. I didn't drop out of college for nothing. I do pray every once in a while though, but when I do, it's a little unorthodox because I don't pray to God. I pray to Google because the search results are always better. And if you don't believe me, try this when you get home. Try praying to God for big booty Puerto Rican women. And then try praying to Google for big booty Puerto Rican women. And see who gets back to you first, okay? I'm aware that I might be praying for the wrong things. I get that. Sometimes I like to make fun of celebrities who I'm clearly jealous of. Does everyone here know who Nick Cannon is? Did you guys know that Nick Cannon is extremely pro-life because when his mother was pregnant with him, she almost made the right decision? Let that sink in. The name of that joke is, it was supposed to be me and Mariah. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I'm sorry for that last one, you guys. Sometimes my mind just always goes to the darkest places. Like, I can't help it just immediately. Like, just a few years ago, my best friend's father was arrested and sent to jail for the distribution of child pornography. And I gotta tell you guys, I spent, like, every weekend there as a kid. Literally every weekend. And when I found this out, I was humiliated, embarrassed, and ashamed. But not because of what he did, because I was never once considered for a part. All right, y'all ready for your first graduate? Please, keep it going. Put your hands together. Coming to the stage, Rick Carcana.
Microphone checker, swinging sword lecture, closing down the sector, supreme neck protector. Better want him, kid, Mr. Mepsa. Ballin' pop, about to blow his lid from the pressure. Too hot for TV, for cheesy. Too many wanna be Harvey Easy. It's all in together, going all out together.
Good evening, Funny Bone. Well, first of all, I wanted to go ahead and get something out of the way. I wanted to make a confession. I'm a little bit of a nerd. That might come to you as a surprise, you know, judging by the fact that I have some Stephon Marbury, Stephen Barry throwback patent leather shoes on, but You know, I'm a little bit of a nerd, but you know, what's equally surprising is that I'm a nerd, but I still have some thug tendencies. You know, yeah, there's a lot of us out there. I mean, you know, I like to consider myself NWA, a nerd with an attitude. You know, but you know, seriously, I mean, back in the days, we used to, my crew used to do like real ratchet type thug stuff. You know, like real thug nerd stuff. In fact, one of the things we used to do drive-by spoiler alerts. You go to a crowded movie theater, wait till it's all packed, and we roll out the window and yell out, "Optimus Prime dies in the end, suckers." They would drive off and everything, you know, cause confusion. Sometimes we make up stuff just to confuse them and everything. But you know, I don't do stuff like that anymore. You know, I'm not about that life anymore because you know, seriously, I'm not about that life anymore. I mean, I used to belong to like a gang. It was like kind of like a gang. We were known as Triple C Posse. You know, we were called the Comic-Con Crips. You know, and you know, we used to do real hood stuff. You know, we were straight out of Chuckatuck. You know, some of us were from Ivor. You know, Ivor. But anyway, you know, I had to calm down. You know. And actually, right now, I'm actually doing something I think some people consider kind of noble. I'm a teacher. All right, but thank you. But you know, I don't teach, you know, the average person. I actually am a teacher at a state prison, which was pretty interesting. You know, what I do is I help the students get their GED. The GEDs, and sometimes I help them actually enroll in college classes and everything. And it's a real cool gig. It's a real cool job. But you know, there are a few things that just are like pet peeves of mine. You know, one of the things that really bothers me about the job is that, you know, these guys are pretty much like know-it-alls. I mean, you know, when you work around a bunch of men, they think they know everything, you know. So they always try to give you advice and everything like that. So, you know, I mean, they're really smart now. They taught me how to make a pizza out of ramen noodles. You know, they'll tell me, yo, see what you do is you go get you some ramen noodles, you crush it up into a fine powder, and what you do is you add a little water, and you put it in a potato chip bag. You know, we got to get the potato chip bag, and you know, you just shake it up, and you knead the dough, and then you get some ketchup, and you get some pepper, and you throw a little bit of salt in there, and you know, you use that for your sauce. Get you some summer sausage, and you know, they do all this stuff they grill with their hands. And yeah, you put some pepperoni, some summer sausage up there, and there you have. You put it in the microwave, and voila. I'm like, man, how does Bama learn French? You know? But you know, they're really resourceful. And the thing that really trips me out about these guys is that, you know, they actually like to start to give you advice about things. You know, you got guys locked up for several years, you know, and they want to give you fashion advice or advice on how to get your hair cut. I'm like, man, you locked up and you ain't been on the street for 5 years. You try to tell me how to get my hair cut? But, you know, I'm polite and I listen to him and everything. Like one guy was saying about, oh, I had to get my edge up a certain way. I had to wear my pants a certain way. And, you know, I'm like, okay, this guy thinks he's a fashionista. He thinks he's my personal stylist or something, you know? So I'm like, okay. You know, so I got real vindictive one day. I said, you know what, man? I appreciate the advice. What I want you to do is I want you to tell your bunkie skillet, tell him that the wine that he made with great annihilators was magnifique. Yeah, but you know, these guys are really resourceful. They can do a whole lot of cool things. But you know, one thing I learned from the offenders, well, actually, we can't call them offenders anymore, inmates. What they are called now are returning citizens, which is kind of odd. It's almost like kind of scientific, you know, like New Age or something like that. But anyway, the returning citizens, you know, I've learned a lot of things like how to be resourceful with money, because, you know, they're real frugal and resourceful with money because they don't really make that much. So, you know, as a result, I've actually become really frugal. In fact, I've actually become a baller on a budget. Yeah. In fact, Dollar Tree is my spot. Loves me some Dollar Tree, you know. Dollar Tree is the only place where you can get paid and go to the bank and get a whole stack of crisp $1 bills and just go in there and make it rain. Just make it rain. Just here you go. Take that. You know, you go in there, you know, and then my woman, she won't even go in there anymore, you know, in Dollar Tree with me anymore because I embarrass her too much, you know, because I think I'm T.I. I'm like, you can have whatever you like. You know, so I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead, go. Yeah, you want that, boo? Go ahead, get a box of King Vitamin. Yeah, go ahead, get some King Vitamin cereal. In fact, get Shree. Go ahead, get Shree. All right, go ahead, do that thing, girl. But you know, the thing about the Dollar Tree is that, you know, I have to draw the line somewhere because Dollar Tree, they have some pretty cool items in there, but there's some things they have in there kind of questionable, like they sell pregnancy tests. Okay, go figure. And they also sell drug tests. And in some Dollar Trees, around the country, like they sell wine. Like they sell wine. It's pretty cool. From what I understand, it tastes pretty good. But I was surprised. Some Dollar Trees are trying to get into the sale of condoms. Isn't that crazy? Dollar Tree condoms. In fact, I got one. And the thing that tripped me out about is that, yeah, I got one. I'm not gonna use it though, but it said previously enjoyed. I'm like, what the hell? How you have a previously enjoyed condom? You know, so I'm like, I'm not about using no recycled prophylactics. I can't do that, you know. But, you know, Dollar Tree is definitely one of them places you got to be real careful because, I can imagine now, to sell cheap wine and prophylactics, cheap wine and used condoms, semi-used condoms, that's not a good thing. So, you got to be careful about the Dollar Tree. But you know what? that's, you got to be careful about the things you buy in there. I'm not going to even get into the fact that they sell chicken breast and chicken thighs and steak. That's a good way to impress your friends at cookouts. You come rolling in there with some Dollar Tree, products and things like that. Hey, throw that on the grill. But anyway, that's pretty much my time, folks. I really appreciate you being nice to me, and make sure you be friendly and generous to your wait staff. Have a good evening.
Keep it going for Rick Carcana, y'all. Give it up for him. Real quick, just so you guys know, if you want, you can take pictures of your friends or family or loved ones, whoever's up here. Feel free. Just when the headliner's up, you can't take, that's when you got to put the phones away, okay? All right, y'all ready for your second graduate? Come on, y'all can be a little louder than that. That's what I like. This next comic, come to the stage. Put your hands together for Charles Stevenson.
Nothing. What's up, Funny Bone? What's up? Like you said, I am Charles Stevenson, and like I said, I know what you're thinking. He looks like he works out every day. Yeah, I almost work out every day. I almost worked out Monday. I almost worked out Tuesday. I almost worked out. Yeah, anyway, I work at Ruby Tuesdays, and I'm the seasoned employee there, which means they call me OG, Unc, gangster, which really they're just saying, dirty old bastard, I know that's what they're thinking. But anyway, like I said, I'm recently divorced and I'm starting to date now. But I always find these women with these badass kids, man. And I give you an example what a badass kid would be. If you have twins, but they got different fathers, that's gonna be a badass kid. And if your son is 13 and you still breastfeeding, I know, he gonna be a badass kid. Anyway, like I say, I'm dating these ladies, you know what I'm saying? So I'm dating this young chick. She has a 3-year-old child. So I go over her house, knock on the door. First thing I see is little dude, what you bring for me, Jigga? I said, a belt. He's like, good, hang yourself. Runs off. I'm like, he just needs a father figure, So we sitting there. We went through dinner and stuff. This guy's just fidgety, just all over the place. So she leans over to me and is like, he likes to play games on a cell phone. Happened to bring my cell phone. So I let him play games on the cell phone. He's dead silent for about 5 minutes. I'm thinking, something ain't right. Let me look over here and see if this little dude ain't trying to call the police on me. I look over there. This young dude is trying to forward naked pictures of my baby mama to his mama phone. I'm like, give me my phone. You know, after that fiasco, his mom goes to take a shower. He looks right at me, walks up to me. He's like, I tell you what, Mr. Tolly, that's what he called me. It's not my name, that's just what he called me. Mr. Tolly, I make a deal with you. One game of Madden. You beat me, I sleep in my room. I beat you, I'm the only dude sleeping with my mama tonight. Long story short, he beat me 21-0. Never saw again. Yeah, anyway, so I started dating this one chick. Work with me, y'all. Work with me. She started dating and stuff. We started dating. She's like, Charles, I got to put my car in the shop on Monday. Can I borrow your car on Sunday? I'm like, yeah, long as you pick me up on time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you like to be picked up on time in your own car, right? So I said, 9 o'clock, be your ass back here at Ruby Tuesdays. You know, 9 o'clock come around, no Chloe. 9:10, no Chloe. 9:30, she sends me a text talking about Lamar's outside to pick you up. She done sent her baby daddy to pick me up in my own car. I'm like, are you serious? So I go to get outside. Dude's got 4 other dudes with him about your size, big man. I don't want no problems. So I go to get in the car. Dude locks the door, does me like that. That means I got to sit in the back in my own car. On my own car, I got to sit in the back. Got 3 other dudes with him. Dude in the back gets out. Now I'm sitting bitch in my own car. You know, when I get in the car, it's blunt shavings everywhere. They got the car, it's loud. I mean, they just smoking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, you know, it's my car. Let me hit that dude. He's talking about, OG, you didn't put in on this, man. You didn't put nothing on this. Really? So after he drops those other clowns off, we riding. We ain't going nowhere near my house. I'm thinking, uh-oh, something's going down. So when he pulls up, he's like, yo, Chloe told me to drop you off and bring me the car back. In my own I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, man, you know how she is, dog. I don't want no problem. So I let that go. So I called her, right? I was like, what the hell? First of all, what's going on? She's like, baby, don't trip. I know. I had an emergency. I said, what kind of emergency you had? She said, I couldn't come pick you up because Walking Dead was on. You serious, Walking Dead? So I'm over there. It's about 11:30 at night, right? Knock on the door. It's Renison to come to pick her kids' bunk beds up. Oh, my God. I've got to get away from this chick. I know she is broke. Matter of fact, she had to have a cosigner to rent DVDs at the Red Box. I was out of there. So about 3 months later, y'all heard of the Glide app on your phone, Glide? Okay, some of y'all, no, some of y'all have. All right. Okay, so she starts gliding me. Hey, I'm still single, how you been? I send her Glide back. All right, I'm cool, everything's cool. So we done that for about 3 weeks, right? But every time she would glide me, it would look like she was hiding from Bin Laden. So I mean, videos was dark, she's looking around and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, you ain't got a man or nothing because you look like you hide. She's like, no, baby. I just need an upgrade on my cell phone. I have the iPhone 3. I didn't even realize the iPhone 3 don't even have a front camera, y'all. Didn't even register me right then. So I said, all right, you know what? Do you want to take this Glide to another level? She's like, sure. She's like, give me 15 minutes and I'll send you a video. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get in the shower. I don't know why I got in the shower. She's not going to smell my balls through the phone. She has an iPhone 3, right? I'm not going to smell my balls through the phone. So 15 minutes come. Here come the video, you know. So I'm ready. I got my stuff in my hand. Exactly. So I pressed the button to watch the video. It's some dude. Hey, sucker, I see you glide with my girl. You don't want me to mess you up, jive turkey. Dude, ain't nothing worse than somebody yelling at you with your shit in your hand. I'm telling you right now. Threw that phone across the room. I need another phone, y'all. I'm telling you now. Anyway, my name is Charles Stevenson. That's my time. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night. Holla at your boy.
Keep it going for Charles Stevenson, y'all. All right, next graduate coming to the stage was the only female that made it through this class. Please give a warm welcome. Put your hands together for Virginia Dukes.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hold on. Okay. All right. I've been married for 10 years. Yeah. And I don't have any kids, so you know what that means. I'm the cat lady. In fact, from years of previous dating and hanging around my cat so much, I've noticed some similarities between cats and men. You know, if I meet a guy, I can't remember his name or what he does for a living, but I can remember what kind of cat he is. If I see a real stuck-up, snooty dude, I immediately think Persian. Maybe Himalayan. See just a crazy ass Asian guy. Totally think Siamese. See a leather-clad, tattooed, unshaven guy. I automatically think feral alley cat. If I'm in the car with a man, I don't care where we're going, he will get me to my destination. If I'm in the car with one of my girlfriends, I don't care if it's somewhere we've been 100 times, we will get lost. Seems like men have a built-in GPS and women have a built-in sense of misdirection. I could say that I'm best friends with my mom, all three of her personalities. My psycho stepdad, though, was full of all kinds of life advice. He would tell me things like, "You're never gonna get through college unless you're on coke." Or how to stalk someone with an ice pick. So, part of my morning regimen for my various psychiatric disorders involves some pills that make me sleepy. Isn't that kind of counterintuitive to the whole waking up in the morning process? I mean, I used to go to the gym all the time. Well, I've taken a break. So when I go in the gym now, you know, every time somebody sees me, they're just like, "What happened?" And I'm just like, "Kids." And I don't even have any. What do I find, or actually, what do I hate about other people's children? Their existence. Their smell. The sound of them breathing. The sound of them. However, a child's cry fills me with joy and laughter. I mean, it's gotten so ridiculous with the kids and everything these days. I mean, I swear it's like the parents have become the kids and the kids have become the parents. I mean, my brother and his wife ask their 5-year-old where to go out to eat when they go out to eat at night. In my world, a 5-year-old doesn't get to go out to eat. I was with my father-in-law the other day, and he had condoms on his ears. It's like, "What's up?" He said, "The doctor said I'm gonna get hearing aids." monogrammed towels. My initials are VD. I was with my friend the other day, and he said, "What's up, brah?" Said, "Not much, underpants." Okay, ladies, like to smoke weed? Is They say weed is a gateway drug. Well, I found it to be a gateway to go from a size 6 to a size 12. When I was growing up, it seemed like all my friends had the Care Bears, but my mom opted instead to get me the Carelessness Bears. A friend of mine had Bedtime Bear. I had Insomniac Bear. Another pal had Friend Bear. I had Two-Faced Bear. My best friend had Cheer Bear. I had Suicidal Tendencies Bear. It seems like old rich men and women are really tight with their money. I see them driving around in their $100,000 SUVs, pulling into Whole Foods, and they're all like wearing visors. I'm like, okay, you'll shop at Whole Foods, but you won't spend money on a whole hat? That's my time. Thank you.
Keep it going for Virginia Dukes, y'all. Give her a big round of applause. How we feeling? Everybody doing all right? Next graduate coming to the stage. Please give a big, warm welcome for Randall Martin.
Pump this, pump this, pump this. So you should pump this shit like they do in the future. So you should pump this shit like they do in the future. So you should pump this shit like they do in the future. So you should pump this shit. Pump this shit.
How y'all doing, Funny Bone? All right, let's get into this. Do I work with anyone here? I've been doing technical support for years for those who I do work with, but I can never vent at my job, not at all. And in my field, in particular, we have a category, for end users that we hate. The end users are the people that we help, the customers. The category that we have for end users that we hate is called ID10-T. ID10-T. When you get home, just write it down and remove the dash. You'll see it spells idiot. Well, it's only for special cases, though. I promise you, it's only for special cases. A special case like I had a user I was trying to help log in, and I said, okay, go ahead and hit Control-Alt-Delete. And this person literally starts typing the words Control-Alt-Delete. That's an ID10-T. See, those are the things that make you wish you weren't a geek all the time. I actually wish a lot of things about myself, people, frankly. I wish I were a little bit taller. I wish I were a baller. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Look, I'm cheap. That's a lie. Look, anybody that knows me knows that I'm not into brands or label or anything like that. But, however, there is one label that I rocks with on the regular. That would be Walmart's Great Value. Love it. Absolutely. Look. If there's a great value version of it, I want it. Actually, I wish they would start making condoms. There's something else that you notice. Something else I notice as I get older. Well, something else that I wish, rather. Speaking of condoms, I wish I had the same type of erections I had when I was 20. Really, those are the things you notice when you get older, man. When I was younger. They were strong, they were much stronger. They stood up straight, kind of like a Marine, No, I'm serious. You could actually open up an umbrella with my erections when I was 20. I tried it, for real. Well, look, now, I'm still a Marine, ladies, but I don't play an active duty role anymore. I'm more like reserves. You'll get 2 good weekends out of the month from me, but thank you. Oh my God, thank you. I don't have that much time. Y'all can't do all that shit. But no, those are the things you notice as you get older, as you become a parent. There's actually something else that I noticed as a parent. I actually have a lot in common with white parents, really. I also get nervous when my children hang around black kids. Well, hold on, look. Let me explain. Look, my kids are smart, but they're not what I call black people smart. If you're not black people smart, I'll explain. Whenever you're around black people in bulk, you know, sometimes there are hints or clues, depending on the situation, that really only gives you maybe 1 or 2 options in which you can react. Now, for those of you that are black people smart, you already know, you need to know when you're about to get your ass whipped. But look, you know, my daughter, she goes to school in Ghent in Norfolk at James Blair Middle School. And this school is walking distance from Park Place in Norfolk. Now, you heard the rumbling. If you know anything about the Park Place in Norfolk, you know that those kids are black people smart, for sure. Now, my daughter came home one day on a Friday, and she was telling me how she almost got into a fight with a girl. And she said, look, but Dad, it's okay. Don't worry. You know, we came up to an agreeable solution. And towards the end, she said that she understood where I was coming from. Right. You know, if you black people smart, you know that was bullshit. So I asked her, I was like, look, hold on now. What did this girl say? And she was like, well, Dad, you know, we were fighting. And, you know, the teacher came out. And when the teacher came out, she basically just walked away and said, you know, I got you. I got you. She said it twice. Yeah, she said it twice. Okay, so hold on. Now, when she said that, did she just walk away? Or did she back away from you saying, I got you, I got you? Yeah, Dad, she backed away. I was like, oh, damn. Sit down, baby, sit down, look. Let Dad tell you what's gonna happen Monday. When you get to school, you're gonna be walking around and all of a sudden you're just gonna wake up. And you're probably gonna have a massive headache. And that girl is gonna be standing right over top of you reminding you that she had you. So you might wanna play sick for the rest of the week. No, but that's my baby, man, that's my baby. You gotta be honest with your kids, excuse me. Well, while I'm up here being honest with y'all, I wanna talk about something that a lot of people have been talking about this, but you're gonna get my 2 cents also. It's the Michael Sam. Everyone's excited about the first openly gay linebacker in the NFL. Whatever. Look, I'm cool with it now because he's not on my team. Duh. Well, look, it's not that he's gay though. It has nothing to do with his sexual preference. Look, if you don't know, Michael Sam has the number 2 jersey in the league right now. So what that means is he's gonna bring a whole new culture to the team that you haven't even seen before, okay? Now, like I said, I'm a Steeler fan, and you know, that's right, we have the terrible towel, okay? Now, there's only one sanctioned way to use a terrible towel, okay? And I'll demonstrate real quick. It's real sick. You need a strong base, keep your wrist firm wrist, and if it's touchdown, you wave, that's it. You can't wear it like a scarf or a headband. Look, those are violations in Steeler Nation, believe me. But again, look, let me reemphasize, this has nothing to do with his sexual preferences. I'm sure in about 20 years from now, you know, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame and, you know, people are gonna be buying his Brokeback jersey, throwback jersey for years. I'm sorry, my bad. Sorry. That was mean. Ooh, I'm sorry, that was mean, look. I'm sorry, look, I'm working on myself, I'm sorry. I am, I'm steadily trying to work on myself because what I've realized about me is that I view the world with angry eyes, and I'm basically a hater. Really, what happens is the stupid and the thoughtless kind of get to me, but I'm actually trying to get to the point in my life where I don't really let those things affect me. But there is really one thing in particular that it just burns me up, and I'll let you guys know. The number one thing that I hate, people, are cyclists. Yeah, Cyclists. Look, I'm not talking about people on bicycles. I'm fine with them. What I'm talking about are those wannabe jackass Tour de France guys that only want to ride down roads where cars can't get around them. You've seen them? And then they want to do that when you're getting off from work, right? Or at least in my experience, you're trying to get to your kids' aftercare program so they don't start charging you extra money, but you're late, right? Look, if you know any cyclists, or if there are any cyclists in here, I just want to let you know, I hope you get ankle cancer. I don't want you to die. I just want you to get the hell out of my way. All right, last thing before I get out of here, man, I just want to, this is more of a PSA. I want to talk to men, you know. Men, we need to stop doing stupid things with our pole. Really, look, the problem as I see it is this. Women seem to care about it or value it more than us, okay? And my advice to women that are in here is this. You should find another metric by which you can determine how we feel about you. Ladies, the pole ain't it. It's not, look, for real, because you get it too easy from us, really, I'm serious. Look, imagine this scenario, imagine this date scenario. Let's say you go out on the first date with a man, and, you know, best date you ever had in your life, and, you know, you get to the home, and, you know, you say to this man, look, I've never had such a connection before, you know, I've never felt this way before, and I don't want you to think that I'm, you know, this type of woman, but I'd like you to come in and make love to me all night. 99.9% of the time, ladies, you know you're getting the pole, right? Easy, it's real easy. But let me prove my point before I get out of here. Same date, same, slightly different scenario. You know, still the best date you've ever had. You know, the man still made all the right moves, and you get the man to your home and you say to him, look, great connection. I've never felt like this before, but Cox Cable's gonna cut off my service in the morning. Can I borrow $200? You think those percentages are gonna still be that high, ladies? No, ladies, you got to pay attention to what we value because it's not the pole. It's not the pole. Hey, guys, that's my time. Look, I want to send a shout out to the Hicks family. This is my friend. Some people know this man. This is Perry Hicks. He should have been on stage with me. He passed away a couple weeks before the class started, and we should have been here together. And I just want to say I love him, and thank you for sharing this time with me. Good night.
Pump this, so you should pump this shit like they do in the future. So you should pump this shit like they do in the future. So you should pump this shit.
Hey, keep it going for Randall Martin, y'all. How we feeling? Doing all right? Y'all ready for your next graduate? Give a big, warm welcome. Put your hands together for Taylor Bryant.
Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Nigga.
Yo, Funny Bone. What up, what up? How's everybody doing? I'm a new father. I have a son. Come on, give it up. The cool thing about having a son is I can fit into his clothes. Clothes are tight. Get it? Nah, man, I came to Virginia. I've been in the military for a few years, and I was trying to figure out how I joined. And I watch a lot of TV, and I'm always curious because I see the military is very specific on where they put their commercials at. So I'm like, is it brainwashing a little bit? I see a lot of the Marines commercials on BET. And I see a lot of the Navy on ESPN. Is it just me or why do they want all the brothers on the front lines? I watch a lot of X Games. It's cool though, man. Ever since I had my son, I broke up with my baby's mom. I started dating again last year, and it didn't really go that well. I'm pretty competitive. I went to see my girlfriend last year for Thanksgiving, and we did a 10K. The only time I saw her during the whole event was when the gun went off. She didn't like that. She wanted to build our relationship. Didn't really work out. It's kind of crazy because I'm a pretty lazy dude. After I went to boot camp, it was really cool. They had me doing a lot of drills and everything. And if you know what a gig line is, that means your uniform has to be straight, everything has to be perfectly ironed. But I think we had a gay drill instructor. Because if you know what your gig line, everything, this is your gig line. Don't look at my penis, people. That's perverted. I'm just trying to show you what he was doing. But I think he was gay because he always used to inspect mine eye level. What's going on here? Why you gotta look at my gig line like that, bro? And I joined the military because I think I'm pretty lazy, so I needed some discipline in my life. I was with a girl before I joined the military, and my car got it got repossessed. I had the money to get it out. I just didn't want to go all the way down to get it back out. I was willing to ruin my credit because I'm so lazy. I literally threw away some clothes because I just didn't want to wash them. Ballin'! But I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. I'm just so happy we have a black president. Everybody, give it up. It's not that I'm liberal or anything. It's just, he's a black guy, and I'm kind of proud of that. White guys have pretty much had a monopoly on that for a long time now. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, by the way, I lied about having a son. I don't really have one. I'm sorry, ladies. I lied to everybody. I apologize. But when I do have a kid, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna tell them I was too lazy to fill out the application to vote. You know how disappointed they're gonna be in me? Dad, you got to see the first black president. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Did you vote for him? Nah, I didn't get around to it. Y'all feel me? Like, does anybody that lazy too? It's ridiculous. I need to do better, man. I got to do better, baby. I got my hair cut before I came here. Got a fresh haircut. Y'all see the waves? Y'all see him spinning? But you know what I knew black people had to do better? I was sitting in a chair waiting to get my hair cut. I seen a dude looking at this. Ooh, this looks fresh right here. You got the line up right. You ever seen a dude steal a haircut before? That's how you know we got to do better. He looked like Batman when he was running out the barbershop. The cape was all running by. He didn't even bother to take off the little cover that prevents the hair from getting on you. He looked like Batman. And I love Batman. I was like, you go, boy. You got it. But, yeah, ever since me and my girl broke up because of her, I started to go to the gym a little more, get it in. Who likes to work out in here? Come on. Healthy. Michelle Obama, she's pushing it. I hate people when I'm in the gym. And why does everybody always want to talk to me when I put my headphones on? It's kind of confusing. There's something in my ear telling you not to talk to me. You want to talk to me right now? That's what you want to do? Right when Phil Collins is breaking it down with Studio? Studio. Yes, I'm a big black guy that listens to Phil Collins. Get over it. I bought the greatest hits on iTunes. R.I.P. Steve Jobs. R.I.P. Did that just ruin everything? I'm sorry. There's a few Galaxy users in here a little bit. Get over it. But it's kind of crazy because I drive in my car and I listen to all types of music. You know, when people, I have an eclectic taste in music. I listen to everything. I'm that type of guy, you know what I mean? So I've been banging to Phil Collins, listen to that lady lately, but I listen to rap as well. And it gets you kind of confused because you don't know whether to listen to Studio or cook crack when you get home. Very confusing. Whip a brick. Is that how you cook crack? Is it that simple? Is it that simple? I don't get it. Baking soda. Ruin the black community. Don't laugh at that. You're disgusting. I'm sorry, people. I got an Xbox. I'm into video games now that I'm newly single. You know what I mean? I got an Xbox One. It's awesome, you know what I mean? Anybody familiar with Edward Snowden in the NSA? You should be. You should be concerned. Because everybody probably has a smartphone in here, correct? There's a front-facing camera. So what the Xbox does is, it forces you to have the camera in order to play a video game. It has me concerned. Yet, I'm turned on as well. Because if you've seen Edward Snowden, you know he looks like Screech from Saved by the Bell. But my perverted self, I like to picture a hot chick looking at me through the camera from the NSA. So when I get out the shower, I always walk in front of my Xbox and I'm like, are you turned on? Do you want to play? Just shake it in front of the camera a little bit. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy, man. It's just did I talk about the gym already? I'm sorry. Kind of addicted. Where was I going right now? Just bear with me. Oh my God, I got something good right now, I promise everybody. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. You want to iron this shirt for me? Because I definitely forgot to do that before I came. Thank you. Who are you? I can't even see you right now. It's so bright up here. It's like a God telling me everything is all good, son. Who else wants to help me right now? Nah, but, oh, that's what I was going to go with that one, people. With the gym, you have to eat very strict diets, you know what I mean? And it's kind of tough because on my cheat days, I like pizza, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of great pizza places in Virginia Beach. But I was watching TV the other day, and are there? Nah. CPK, check it out. I was watching TV the other day, and Domino's had a commercial running. I'm like, man, I do want some pizza. But why are they so comfortable with failing? That's like their slogan now. Like, yeah, we know we messed up, but hey, we tried. Did you? I got a pizza one time with no cheese on it. Just sauce and dough. Why did I tip him? But it's kind of crazy because I was like, man, what is the hiring process like there? Do you have a driver's license? No. Do you have any restaurant experience? No. Do you know how to cook anything? No. You're hired.